Hello and welcome everybody. It's Janice here. So I've had a few of the ladies that have asked me why I haven't put up any craft videos for ages, and particularly the napkins. So I'm going to do one today, and I want to show you how to get a completely wrinkle-free application when using napkins. So if I slip up and I call it a serviette, in South Africa that's what we call them. And it was just a very sweet person that actually commented on one of my videos that she didn't know what a serviette was, and she asked, is it a napkin? So I quickly realized that obviously they are not called serviettes all over the world. So for us, a napkin is usually more a fabric that we use at meal times, and we refer to the paper ones as serviettes. But I'm going to try and stick to the napkin term, and I want to show you how to do it by using water, some cling wrap. I've got a little nail file here, and I've got a paintbrush, and I've got a little bit of water. So first of all, your napkin is either 2-ply or 3-ply. This one is 2-ply. So you can use a piece of press stick and have a little piece on that side and this side, and it'll kind of pull it apart. Or you can just dip your finger into a little bit of water, which I normally do, and I just try and open it up. And then what I do is I separate the pieces. Now don't throw this away, because I'm going to do another video showing you what I use this for, and it's amazing. I hope you're going to love it. So keep these, and I'm going to show you what I do with these. So I'm going to cut my napkin in half because I've got 2 coasters. Now you want a neutral background on your coasters. So I always use a white or an off-white. I just think it does, it just helps your design to kind of pop. If you've got a darker background, your design's going to come out darker as well. So I'm going to just put those aside for the minute, and I'm going to just half this. So all I do is I just use a little bit of water, and I'm just going to go and make a thin line across the middle of the serviette or napkin, and I just pull it apart. And I'm going to put this piece aside, of which I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with it along with these. And I'm going to go and do it again down the middle. So I'm just wanting a thin line of water, and I just find that it separates it so nicely. Right. Now obviously I want to get the bird on, so I'm going to place my coaster, and I'm going to do the same thing again. I want to just have less napkin that I'm dealing with, and I'm just going to take these edges off. It just makes it a little bit easier. And I'm going to chuck that away. Okay, so I'm going to take a little piece. I've actually just put it on this board just because there's creases in the plastic, and at least this is smooth. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a piece of my cling wrap, and lay it down, and I'm going to put some water on it. And I'm going to lay my napkin face down. On here, and I'm going to put more water on. Now you're going to find that you'll be able to move your napkin around. So I'm obviously wanting to get all the creases out. Now you're still going to do it gently because your napkin can tear, but you've got a lot more movement on it. And so I'm able to actually pull it out because there's water at the back. And I'm just very gently pulling my napkin out. And trying to get rid of any creases. And you will see that when you transfer it onto your coaster, you can still manipulate it even on there because of the water. So I think I've got all the creases out. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pick it up, and I'm going to put my coaster down, and I'm going to apply my napkin, making sure that I've got the little bird on. And then what I'm going to do is just take, you can use your fingers. I just like to use a little piece of paper towel. And because your napkin is now protected, you can really manipulate it beautifully. And really, really just push out all of those little creases that might still be on it. And I've got a perfect napkin placed on my coaster. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just very gently lift my cling wrap up in the corner, and I'm going to just gently pull it off. And I'll be able to use this again. So I'm just going to lift my napkin, my coaster up. And I'm going to show you that there is no creases on that whatsoever. And then I'm going to set this aside. Now you can use this technique on anything. You know, if you're doing a vase or a plate, it doesn't really matter. It's still going to work because you're going to be able to manipulate the top and smooth it out because of the water on here. And it's amazing that the napkin doesn't tear. So I'm going to put this aside now. What I'm going to do is let it dry, which will take, it's very hot here, so it won't take long. Then I take my emery board and I go around the edge and I cut my excess off. And then I will put a clear layer of water-based varnish over this, and then I will do my edges. So you can choose your gold, or you can use a little paintbrush and actually use a paint and give it a bit of like an antique, so that the paint comes just over the edge, but it's kind of just got that kind of vintage look to it. So I'm going to put this aside and I'm going to do the last one. I'm just going to put that there, and we're going to do the last one. So I'm going to take my little piece of cling wrap. I think you call it saran wrap, if I'm not mistaken. I know I've had people ask me before if it's the same, and yes, it is. And I'm going to take my napkin again, and I'm going to put it down. And I'm going to spray again. And once again, I'm just going to gently pull out any of the creases. You can see how it's moving. Just gently stretch it. Right, and then I'm going to lift it up. I'm going to lay it down on my coaster. And position it where I want it. And I'm going to just push out any of the air bubbles and any of the little creases that I've missed. You can see it's totally protected. I love this just because there's so many beautiful napkins out there now. And I mean, you can do placemats as well to match. So these were old placemats that I actually did a long time ago, and I ordered some extra. So I've done so many beautiful sets. And once again, you can see there's absolutely no crease on that. Perfect. And then once again, I'm just going to carefully pull off my saran wrap or my cling wrap. And off it comes, and I am going to gently lift it up, and I'm going to put these aside, and I'm just going to wait until they're dry, and then I will be back with the next process of getting them finished off. I think this feels dry enough for me to start taking the outside edges off. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my nail file and I'm just going to go along the edge, and you get a nice clean cut with it. And then you can go into this and tidy up it. Basically, it comes off really nice and easy. Okay, so I've cleaned them both up nicely around the edges. And what I've got here is I've got a little bit of just a water-based varnish. So you can make a choice. You can use your matte, you can use a gloss, or you can use a satin. And I'm going to now put a layer over this, let it dry. It's water-based, so it dries very quickly, and I can do a second layer. And then I will finish it off with my gold pen. And then because your napkins are porous, this is going to go through. So it's not going to peel off. It's going to sink through your napkin, and it's going to seal it beautifully. I've done many like this, and people are still using the coasters years later. So these will dry now. I'm going to just leave them for a while, and I will do a second coat, and then we will finish them off around the edge, and you'll see how pretty they look. So I'm going to put a second layer on. Okay, so those are nicely sealed. We're going to just let that dry, and then we will finish them off. So this is them all dry, and I just went around with a gold pen, and that just finished them off, and I will back them with some cork, and they will be ready to go. So I think they're very pretty. And I took a few pictures just under my light, just so you can see how, you know, the color just pops, and I'm very happy with those. I hope that's helped. And I'm going to do a few other techniques as well with the decoupage. So until the next one, thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next video.